A 9-year-old Metro girl has a new lease on life thanks to surgery at the Hospital for Sick Children. Tracy Hooper was given the liver of a 9-year-old accident victim in a 4-hour operation. Hooper is in critical but stable condition, normal after such an operation. Her condition will be monitored for 72 hours to see if there's any sign of organ rejection. Rick Manson's World Motion Tour is over, and what a success it was. Manson skateboarded across Canada in 11 months, raising over $14 million to fight heart disease. He covered over 5,000 miles, averaging about 100 miles per day. Manson says he wants to thank all who donated to his cause and wants to remind us that even though his journey is over, the battle against heart disease must continue. Tom and Harriet Banks are the lucky winners of this past weekend Super Lottery draw. The pair came forward to claim their $11 million prize this morning and face the media. Tom Banks is an electrician and says for the time being his plans are to keep working, but only after a 3-month vacation. Harriet Banks says she and her husband plan to donate a sizable amount to charity. Doctors at Mount Sinai Hospital say they may have uncovered a link to the cause of herpes. With the discovery, the doctors say they are now isolating bacteria and may be able to come up with a cure in 2 years. The government has beefed up their research fund by $2 million in hopes of speeding up work on a cure. Advertisers are often faced with the problem of catching the attention of prospective customers. We'll take the case of 2 men who have come up with an idea for ads reaching a captive audience. The ads can now be seen inside public bathroom stalls. It may seem silly, says Robert Warner, but after you think about it, the idea works. So much for jokes for the John. Fighting broke out overnight between rival factions along the Israeli-Syrian border. Initial reports claim Israeli jet fighters bombed a guerrilla base, killing at least 49 soldiers and 13 civilians. Damage to the base is said to be heavy, and the Israeli jets are reported to have made it back to their headquarters safely. A 49-year-old unidentified man went berserk last night, opening fire with a 12-gauge shotgun in a crowded downtown restaurant. 14 people are dead, including 3 children. 4 others suffered serious injuries. Police have a suspect in custody but are not releasing any information until they complete their investigation. A government bill to crack down on laboratory experiments on animals is expected to become law today. Animal rights activists have been pushing for the bill for 9 years and have taken part in mass demonstrations throughout the nation. It's expected the bill will outline just what animals will be allowed to be used in the labs, along with penalties for the offenders. Police in Canada have smashed a multi-million-dollar drug smuggling ring. 22 pounds of heroin was seized along with a small amount of cocaine, marijuana, and hashish. Police say the ring was centered in Colombia, with drugs finding their way to large city centers. 25 people have been arrested and face charges ranging from smuggling to possession for the purpose of trafficking. 36 hours of steady rainfall have left many homes in the metro area knee-deep in floodwaters. Power was out for 3 hours in eastern metro because of downed hydro lines, and police report at least 200 accidents. No injuries were reported. Cleanup is expected to take at least 2 days. Damage to homes and property is pegged at $3 million. In sports, the National Hockey League featured a busy 5-game slate last evening. The front-running Flyers ripped the Sabres 14-3. The Canadiens got past the Flames 7-6. Dan Quinn scored 3 times, helping the Penguins pass the Jets 8-3. The Leafs throttled the Canucks 9-2, and the Oilers needed overtime to beat the Rangers 1-0. In the NHL tonight, the Flyers put their first-place lead on the line in a game with the Capitals. A win for the Caps would create a first-place tie. We're down to the second-last week of play in the National Football League. The Rams can clinch a divisional title with a win over the 49ers. The Raiders shouldn't have much trouble with Seattle, and the Patriots are still 14-point favorites to defeat the Colts. 11 other games are on tap as well. In sports, the provisional pole for Sunday's Indy 500 belongs to Danny Sullivan after he clocked 218.35 miles an hour in the trials. Next in line was Al Unser, followed by the favorite, Rick Mears. Race time is 1 o'clock, and the weather picture looks favorable enough at this point that the race should go. The Blue Jays will be without starter Jim Clancy for a couple of weeks. He's having problems with his pitching elbow, and team doctors want him to sit a few games out to rest the muscles. Still with baseball, the Yankees and Red Sox have completed a man-for-man swap. The Yankees send Ricky Henderson to the Bo Sox in exchange for power hitter Jim Rice. And in golf, the Phoenix Open begins today. 84 golfers, including Trevino, Nicklaus, Palmer, and Watson, will compete for the winner's share of $150,000. In sports, the International Basketball League was busy last night with 7 games on the schedule. The Cavaliers came up with a surprise upset, beating the Bullets 108-99. The Lakers had no trouble with the Rockets, winning 124-88. The Nuggets just got by the Knicks, 114-112. The Supersonics devastated the Jazz, 136-78. It was the Trailblazers over the Bucks, 98-94. The Celtics edged the Bulls, 110-108, and the Pacers defeated the Mavericks, 121-113. The Intercontinental Heavyweight Boxing title is on the line tonight in Vegas. Sammy the Hook Sterling weighed in at 212 pounds even. He has a 2-inch reach over John the Barber Cutter, who tipped the scales at an even 210. It's a scheduled 15-rounder. And on the links, Palmer and Nicholas share the third-round lead at the Aries Open. Both carded 5 under 66s yesterday and are 11 under for the event. In sports, the Blue Jays and the Yankees meet tonight in the deciding game of the American League East pennant race. Dave Stieb gets the start for the Jays, while the Yanks send Guidry to the mound. The 3-game series is even at 1 apiece after the Blue Jays storm back in the top of the ninth with 12 runs to win the game 15-4. In the West, the Royals can clinch that division with a win over the Angels. Last night's 1-0 squeaker gave the Royals a 1-0 lead in the 3-game series. In soccer, the Cosmos look to be well on their way to a league championship. The Cosmos walked all over the Spitfires 5-1 last night and are now 13-1-1 on the season. In other action, the Blizzard downed the Rowdies 3-1 and the Tornadoes bested the Lizards 2-1. On the courts, Lendl and Becker meet today in the final of the Masters tournament. Lendl advanced with victories over Gormez, while Becker made it to the finals with a win over McEnroe. The forecast, mostly sunny skies today with brisk easterly winds. Expect a high near 52 degrees. Clear tonight with a low near 41. Tomorrow, more sunshine and slightly warmer temperatures. With the winds from the south at 17 miles per hour, it's currently 47 degrees. The forecast calls for occasional spring showers this morning, followed by partial clearing this afternoon. Today's high near 57 degrees. Tonight, more cloud cover with a low of 39. More rain tomorrow, with the chance of thunderstorms and a high of only 49. With the winds out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour, it's currently 51 degrees. The forecast, plenty of sunshine through today with seasonal temperatures. We should reach our normal high of about 82 degrees by this afternoon. Clear skies tonight with a low near 70. Increasing cloudiness tomorrow, sticky and humid with a high of 96. With the winds out of the east at 14 miles per hour, it's currently 75 degrees. The forecast, showers heavy at times with occasional thunderstorms today and a high of 89 degrees. Partial clearing tonight with a low of 74. More showers developing tomorrow and not as warm with a high of 77. With the winds out of the west at 22 miles per hour, it's currently 80 degrees.